It's time for a few upgrades. Today is the big day. We are actually moving into the home, and full transparency, we actually moved in 2 weeks ago, but now is the time that we actually want to show you on camera, because one of the things that we want to highlight is the interior design choices that we did inside of the house. All of these boxes right here are interior design stuff. Everything inside of this truck is going to be coming out and going inside of this house. And while we're setting it up, I need to take you back to 6 months ago when we picked out every single one of these items. When I told you that Leslie likes Alice Lane products, I wasn't lying. This is just some of the stuff. This is what we can fit in our car, and then we're gonna ship the rest of it down. Look at all these boxes.
I am so excited for this treat, which is all things design and actually going out and looking at some of the furniture, lighting, art, all the things that make a home feel special.
This is just some of it. We're getting more, right?
Yes.
Look how happy she is. Okay, we're gonna park that in there. Hopefully it doesn't smash it. You got this car.
Good job.
If you look across the street, you see IKEA, big IKEA. It's kind of a shame that they are on IKEA way, because the stuff inside of here is a lot more beautiful than IKEA. Sorry, IKEA. This is the place. This is Alice Lane. It is a place that Leslie goes onto their website literally every single day and looks at the accessories and the different things that they have. I've never been to the showroom before, but a lot of the things in our last house were purchased inside of this store or online. As you know with style, some things are in style and some things go out of style. We do have a few things inside of our house that are kind of out of style that we're going to replace with something else.
We are going to be doing 2 of these pedestals from the exclusive line, and we'll have a sculpture. It's not the sculpture on top.
Nice.
And a tall one and a short one. And then if you come over here.
Look at this place. It's so nice in here. It's like a bunch of nice houses. This looks like something out of our own house.
I don't know if you want to feature this one, but look. Here.
Leslie really likes
Tasteful
naked.
nudes. No, tasteful nudes.
Tasteful nudes.
Tasteful nudes.
I also have my favorite thing. It's that I can go in the fireplace and disappear and go to the other room. Welcome to the next room. Can we build, are you doing that in our house? Are we gonna have a fireplace that you can like go through?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, it's not happening.
But Alice Lane does it.
I know, fancy.
I really like this right here. This thing. See, that's my style right there. Oh, it's so soft too. Do you like this?
I do like this.
Is this our style?
This can be our style, but we're not getting this piece.
Oh.
We're getting a larger piece. Oh, I just saw a piece of artwork that I didn't know was in the showroom, so I'm very happy to show you.
Les, because that has your name on it, Les.
Les Monuments de la France.
I mean, France.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
The monuments of France. I think it's really pretty.
Where would you put something like that?
Maybe in the master bedroom.
Ooh, look at this art. Hey, what's this ball? What would you do with this ball?
This is a pillow they use in a lot of their couches and on benches and stuff.
Can you?
And then you can play with it, and you probably would like this. Is it cozy for a pillow?
I think it's more like to visually look cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it's more of a visual thing.
I think this little sculpture here for necklaces is so special and cute.
I would have had no idea that's what it's for. I thought it was
Really?
some Mayan statue replica, and like it's in a cage because it's super valuable.
Oh.
But don't break
Okay,
it.
maybe I won't do that.
I really like this chair. It looks like it's goat feet. It's a sheep. It's like a sheep, even the fur. But it's not an animal. See? It's wood.
Alice Lane also designs and manufactures their own line of home furnishings. And so this table here is something that you can't go into a normal furniture store and source. This chair here they designed, this is a really cozy chair. Oh, and I love the color. Do you like this chair?
I do like that.
Mohair.
Mohair? What's a mo?
I don't.
We have that.
You do.
Yes, I recognize something.
Yeah.
This is a lamp that we have. Where is it?
It's in our master bedroom
Oh, okay.
for the last 5 years.
Is ours more gold?
No, it's the exact same. Ours is just a little bit smaller.
Look at this table setup right here. Brass egg. Look at that. That is
So
cool.
pretty.
It's as tall as you.
I didn't think think that this would be like your thing. So I was like, I don't know if they'll go for this, but love that you like it.
No, it's really cool looking, and it's a really cool tower, and then the top looks like a crystal ball, like you can see the future.
I love that you love this.
Yeah, I like that. This is part of their marble line right here. This is really heavy. I shouldn't have picked that up. We set it down nicely. This is real stone right here. This is real stone, and it's all lit up. I don't know how they did that. I kind of want this inside of my house, but I want it secured properly. Even this, is this part of the marble collection?
Yeah. One of the easy things that you can do in your home to really make it feel special is have beautiful accessories. And so here we have like all these tiny little accessories that you can put perfumes or necklaces on, you could put colognes on.
If you're looking for a gift for somebody that's thoughtful, that is one of the things that you could buy that is like a smaller piece of something as an accessory, as a gift, or a gold bar. It does not say real, it says unreal bar. If it was real, it probably would not be $53. 500 grams of gold is valued at $42,500.
But look, like you get a cake and you put it on here and it just looks so much prettier than just having a cake. We want to be able to showcase like some of the things that you've cut open in the past or like YouTube stuff to feature. And I was thinking we need something big like this could work really well.
My office is gonna be different. It's gonna be smaller than the last one, but I still want to display some things. Look at all the lights. There are so many lights. Look at this guy with all the balls on it. It's just like this bubble. Looks like a kid just blew bubbles everywhere. This one up here is nice. My goodness. This room is very well lit. Oh, look at this one. It has lightsabers on the top. That's really pretty.
We had some really cool sconces in our last house, these flowers that were gorgeous. And I really like these ones right here to go down the hallways.
Ooh, it's like brass. It's metal, it's really nice. Look at that lamp. I just want to touch it, but I don't want to put fingerprints on it. It's not marble, but it feels heavy like marble. Okay, we've been looking around this place for a while now, like more than even what you saw on camera. I think we have the things picked out that we want to do, but we do have a special treat. Like one of the questions I had is like, who is Alice Lane? And I want to meet her. Well, we're gonna meet the next closest thing to Alice Lane. I always thought your name was Alice. I'm not gonna lie.
I get that a lot.
So you're Jessica.
Yes.
And she started this company. And so even when I was watching the podcast on the clips and the different things, I always thought she was Alice Lane, and I felt really bad. Leslie's like, no, it's Jess, that's her name. Okay, so can you tell us like, how did this name come to be?
Yeah, so we lived on a street called Alice Lane, and I loved that house so much. And when I had the idea to open the store, I knew that I would need to get a lot of capital, and all of the capital was sitting in my beloved home. So we sold the Alice Lane home, and we put it all on red and started this business. So we decided to name the store after our favorite neighborhood with all of the beloved people in our life. And that's Alice Lane. And today everybody thinks I'm Alice and they think my husband's Lane. And we're Adam and Jessica, but it's good because I'm shy and I can hide behind the name and I can just be Jess and I can be invisible.
Okay, that's a really cool story, and that brings more meaning to the brand. Like this thing started from selling her actual house and then building this business into what it is now. Leslie, of course, has been a fan of this brand for a long time, and so she wanted to bring a present because that's what you like to do.
I do, I like to give gifts. But go ahead, you can open your gift and then I have to explain some of it. Okay.
Oh my God.
So the first one, I like hearts. So every time you have ice cream, you can remember
so
that to love yourself and to love others.
I love you.
You do love those spoons.
I do love this.
Yes.
That is so clever. I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Oh my gosh.
It's my favorite wrap, and I use it for travel or just around the house.
Okay.
So I hope that
I
you love it.
that. That is cashmere.
Yes,
that
it
is
is.
so lovely. And blue's my favorite color.
And I have a matching one because they're just the best. This is one of the art pieces that we're getting that's going to be in the piano room. And I thought it would be nice if you had the actual designer. So this is a book all about the actual designer instead of the photographer
Amazing.
of the dresses.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yes, I didn't know the other side of the story. I just knew it was a Condé Nast image.
yes. So
This is
it goes through all the
amazing.
dresses.
You're so thoughtful.
No, my
I
pleasure.
love this. I'm going to educate all the designers on this.
And it's just so pretty. So that's going in our piano room. And then all the things from Paris, I just got back from Paris. And so you have to go to the pharmacy. And so my favorite toothpaste, and it's pink, and it has the better chemicals.
Oh,
And then
gosh,
sunscreen
guys.
has the better filters. So the best filters are in Paris.
Shut up.
Yes.
Thank you. This is the most thoughtful gift.
Oh, I'm so glad you like
Do you
it.
know, amongst my friends, they call me the gift whisperer
Oh.
because I love giving gifts and I try and really think.
Yes.
I've never been given a gift.
Oh.
Like, we don't even know each other. And like, I
Don't make me cry.
love all
That's
these
so sweet of you.
things.
When I walk into my home and I see these pieces, like, it just makes me so happy. Like, I really do get goosebumps over beautiful things, and like, I'll tear up over things.
That was really nice of her to make sure that she was here on the day that we are coming up to look at all of our stuff. Like, we're so excited to get a lot of these pieces and be able to put them inside of our home and feature this company. So it's been really fun. I think we've got a bunch of pieces figured out. We definitely are doing some marble things. We're definitely doing some new lighting inside of our home. Are we getting a gold bar?
Do you really want the gold bar?
I'm just asking if we're getting it.
I wasn't planning on it, but you really like it, so.
We're getting a gold bar. We're adding that to the list. We are getting a present now too. What? That wasn't the purpose of us giving a gift, is to ask for a gift, but
No, it
that was
wasn't.
very nice. They put something together while we were filming. Wow, just the paper. Nice, don't touch it. All right, design stuff is done. Accessories, there's no turning back at this point. Our home is almost done. Now we get to drive all the way back home. It's about 4 hours back to our house and see all of the changes over the next few days. There are so many people that are there that are working really hard. And if you want to see some of the stuff that we're doing for our house, we're gonna make a link down below with all of the things. Thank you to Alice Lane for working with us on this video. They gave us a good discount on some things and gifted us a few things. So thank you to Alice Lane. If you want to check out the Dear Alice podcast, they talk about everything interior design.
It's so good. You have to check it out.
She does listen to it a lot. We also are going to put a link to all of the accessories and things that we are buying in our home and putting in there. I think as of this video, we'll have it in there, but you can look below and look at what we're getting. And also, if you wanted to buy some of those things, we don't get a commission if you buy anything that's on there. We just want to share with you the things that we're getting because we're pretty excited about them. And now back to today, we have all of the stuff being set up right now. They are putting together furniture out here, like the desks and the dressers, and then they take them and they bring them inside. So exciting day. Look at this, we got this big old table thing right here with a lamp. We have this, which looks kind of like Snoopy. Is this Snoopy, the dog?
No, it's a beautiful sculpture that's gonna go on the gallery pedestal right here. Cute, right? Exactly.
So is this my desk?
It's your desk. We
Okay.
have been using some other ones for a number of years, and you get your own desk and an upgraded chair, and you can concentrate and make lots of good YouTube videos here.
All right, so this is my desk, apparently. I did not pick this out. Leslie designed my office and worked with the designers to decide which thing I need in my office. Okay, so the desk is the same color as the walls. That's the first thing I notice. What is the thinking behind having the same color as the wooden walls?
We have a lot of texture going on in here, so we didn't want lots of different colors also, and so we wanted it to actually blend into the walls, and so it's purposeful that it's the same tone at this point. So, and you finally have drawers, which you haven't had for like years.
So we still need to figure out this office and have everything come together of where it's going to go. Right now it's in the middle of the room. I'm not sure if this is where it's going to end up. We have a lot of artwork that needs to go up. Plus, I need to figure out how to film inside of here because I'd like to get back to filming some stuff inside of my studio for the internet. And usually I have it in the corner with some different things, and I like to stand up at my desk. I can't stand up at this. So I can't film in front of this desk. This is obviously not as big as the studio that we had in the last room. So we've got to make room and we have to figure some things out. We have the What's Inside sign up here. We have this that I think will display some stuff on it. In the last house, we just had some blue dressers that were here with glass on them, and I didn't really love the way that they looked, so I do like that better, but this is a very tight space that we're gonna have to figure out how to have a desk where I work on, but also I need to figure out how I'm going to film and stand up next to a desk. I'm thinking maybe in the corner over there. So anyway, we have a lot of work to do inside of this small space right here, and we haven't figured it all out yet, but at least we're getting some furniture pieces for now.
So this is one of my favorite pieces. It's the Albert Étagère, which means shelf in French. And I love it because it's so tall and you have lots of space, plus you have drawers as well. And initially we were thinking of putting some of Dan's items on here, but now that we have the Theodore, which is over here, this sideboard. I think that we might actually put some stuff on here instead, and he really needs some organization, so that's why this piece is perfect for in here. You can use this pretty much anywhere. At first I was like, do I need this? And I'm like, anywhere we move or anything we do, this will be well used, because you could even put like shoes on it if Lincoln wanted it in his room, and cute like awards that he's won, or Claire with all the books that she collects, or Dan with all of the different display items he has as well.
I don't know if it's gonna fit inside of our office. So the good news is it's inside of the house and we like this piece, but like Leslie said, there's a lot of places that we could put this. The dog is like, who are all these people bringing stuff inside of our house? And what is all this new stuff? She's just hiding in the corner over there. But speaking of this corner, this is where I'm hoping to film YouTube videos. I wanna put stuff on the wall. That's why we have this random outlet that's up on the wall. Because over here, hiding, we have this sign that Zach from Jerry Rig Everything made for us that is a neon sign. And I think it's gonna look great right there in the background if I have something where I'm standing up right there and filming. But this is not a very big room, and we've already got this dresser to store things. We have this desk inside of here. I'm not sure if we have enough room for this. So we might move this out and put it somewhere else. But before we do, it's in the house. This is what it looks like. It's okay, dog. Don't be afraid of all the people coming in here. It's just new stuff for your house. Things you can hide under and sleep under. Is that okay? Stop being afraid. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. Okay, stop barking at the people, okay? Stop barking. No more barking at them. Got it? Hide your stomach. That's inappropriate. Cutting board?
Yes, well, it's a marble little area where I can put stuff on top of it. So I could put my teapot on here to make it just like elevate things a little bit so it looks more special. I don't know. Or I could put food on it.
Everybody has a really important question right now.
What?
Really important.
What?
What is inside of this right here?
Cereal.
Cereal.
I thought I took all
What about this one?
Mugs and bottles.
Yeah.
There's lots of places that we need to figure out where everything goes, so I had to do sticky notes, and I thought I got them all, but I didn't.
What about these ones?
Oh no.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Oh, we've got more. I like how they just bring in little tiny things
This
and they're like,
marble box is so beautiful and dark. I was thinking that this could be for like Q-tips in your bathroom, or we could even do something like in the kitchen with it.
she's like, it's so beautiful. We could put Q-tips in it.
No, it looks really pretty. It looks really pretty. Or we can do something in the kitchen.
I like that they keep just bringing in these super small things. But when we were up there, we saw the stuff. It's part of the marble collection, and it's all these little accessories, which that's when you start to notice a difference between a home that doesn't have an interior designer to work with and one that does. Yes, it does cost extra money for all of these little things, but Alice Lane has a home furnishing design team that when you buy a bunch of things to furnish your home, they can work with you to help style out your home and design it and talk to you through before you even have your home built, or when you're remodeling to say, hey, this stuff would go well here. Look at this. We just have a random sconce on the side of the wall. We have can lights in here like most people, but we also have a sconce and we also have these fancy lights right here. And then Susan, our actual designer, came in the other day and helped us, and she put that head up there. And she put this up here. Do you know what that is? That's our anniversary date. It just looks like some French writing thing, but that's actually when we got married, 2003 August. And it was in Arizona. So just these little things. There's some pots inside of here. We've got this giant marble piece that's here. So we are in the kitchen. We are obviously not going to be using anything that's inside of this to actually cook stuff with. It is just for design, and it's meant to make the room look better. Another piece that I have not seen. Look at that. This looks like it's out of France or England or something, out of some castle. This video could end up being like an hour and a half long if I try to show you every little thing that we bring in. For example, it's not one of the top 10, I don't think. We just got a back scratcher right there. A little back scratcher. I just noticed that. That's just right here on this table. So we need to sift through it all. I'm gonna watch all the stuff come in that Leslie designed and set up. And then let's see what stuff we got inside this house. It's a fun day. This is becoming a home. Okay, the movers are gone. This is our moment. Everything is installed inside of the house. Pretty much everything. Now, it would take 3 videos to show you everything that we got from Alice Lane and everything that we did for design. We're going to stick with 2 rooms. We're going to do the music room and the living room. But in order to make this special and to really show you some of the difference, I took a few before videos And we're gonna show you the before and then the after of this, and then let's show you some of our favorite things. We have been living inside of this house for 2 weeks and we just got these pieces yesterday and it's starting to come together with all of the accessories. This is the music room or the piano room, and typically I would say that this is a wasted space room because what are you gonna do inside of a room like this? But it turns out, thanks to Leslie and thanks to her design and of course Alice Lane, this has turned out to be possibly my favorite room inside of the entire house. And it has a lot to do with this photo right here. 8 months ago when Leslie gave that gift to Jessica from Alice Lane, I didn't really understand the whole book thing and like there's a picture from the same picture that's going inside of our house and it was a book. Now I get it because this photo came in and this is a legit photo from 1948 from a Vogue photo shoot that Condé Nast had, which now all of these years later, they decided to take that photo and blow it up into what looks like a painting. It looks almost fake. It looks so beautiful, but it's amazing that this is an actual photo and now it's inside of this room that I never would have thought would go so well inside of a piano room. You've got a piano, you've got the cello, Leslie plays the cello, and now you've got these girls from 1948. It's like the old world is connecting with today, our somewhat modern home. I love it. This room is very, very special.
I cannot believe how beautiful it is. It's far better than I ever expected, and I had really high expectations. And this room in particular, because the thing I love about this room is that I pass it all the time, like down the hall. I see it when I come through the courtyard. It's my favorite place to sit because it really includes all the things that I love.
Let me show you one of my favorite things about this picture. So it has a chandelier right there in the photo. Leslie's over here manning the light switch. Now, you wouldn't think about that chandelier, but we have this light up above. This was not totally planned, but Leslie hit the light. Boom. Look at that. It's like the chandelier is lit up. And yes, the sun right now is shining perfectly off of the piano, off of this area and coming onto this picture and adding a little bit more depth to it. But that's just a photo. We shouldn't be so excited about a photo, but it's beautiful. And it's just like the little things that were unplanned that make it look even more beautiful. I love it.
The goal behind this room was to really be able to take elements that are super traditional. This is like an over-the-top piece, right? And I was a little nervous when I showed the girls and Dan, and the girls absolutely loved it. They're like, you have to get that. That makes us so happy. And so once they were like, yes, do it, I was like, okay, let's go for it. And then we have over here like a pedestal. Not very many people would be like, let's put a pedestal here, but it's the perfect shape for it. And what else would we put here? And the other elements that are a little bit more modern is we incorporated some really modern fabrics. So this ottoman is super fun. It was from our previous home and it works beautifully in here. The rug is also has a modern kind of texture and feel, as does the chairs. So it was really the mixture of those elements together that makes it really feel like a transitional home. And that's what Alice Lane also does in her home furnishing design. It's really focused on transitional. So every piece that she makes my heart happy. And I've had them for years, and just little ones. This little one over here was the first thing that I bought like over 10 years ago. And it's just like an Italian blown dish, and it's light pink, and everyone is different because they're individually made. And it's just like, it makes me happy when I see it. And it's a perfect little gift. And then I love this piece, which is also really modern, completely different feel than the photograph from Vogue, but still really pulls all the different colors together. We get some blue in here. And then this console, which when you come in through the garage, you want to just like put some things down. So it's a perfect space for this. And we also had really wide hallways. So when we got into the home, we were like, wait a second, we need something here because it felt really empty, and just putting art up, that would improve it. But a console makes all the difference. Plus we have more flowers, and it just pulls everything together beautifully.
And I also have a few special things inside of this room, and one of them, the most important, the gold bar. Look at this, you saw in the video earlier. It did not cost as much as 500 grams of gold should be. I just, I thought this thing was pretty cool, so I love that Leslie bought this, and we put it inside of our house. Underneath the gold bar is a special little note. Look at this note. This note is from 1995 from William C. Gladney. I don't know who he is, but I was in Texas a few years ago and I bought a storage locker that had a bunch of old stuff inside of it. And some of it was like from the war and really interesting, meaningful things. And I feel really bad because I've done a lot of research to find this person. This letter was to Ian Scott Barnett, June 4th, 1955. And this is an old pocket watch. I don't know how old it is, but when do you see pocket watches these days? And I love this note because it's like, I pass this family heirloom to you this date, hoping that it will always be a reminder to you to never waste your time, but to use it wisely during your lifetime. This old pocket watch,
This watch
with the silver case, was worn by my grandfather and your great-grandfather, James Hugh Gladney Jr., 1864 to 1955, for many years. I request that you pass this heirloom watch to one of your descendants. So I saw this, I saw the note, and I could not go and sell it somewhere. I don't even know what the value of this would be. That is a very special note and a special heirloom. It was in a storage locker that somebody decided not to pay for anymore. It is here. If anybody knows who these people are, I would love to get this back to them. But until then, I am keeping it here in this person's memory as a reminder inside of this room to not waste my time. And now let's move into the next room, the living room. This is our living room. I'm gonna start with one of my favorite features. This is an LG OLED TV. You know we had to do it. It's very, very thin. Look at that. It almost is against the wall. It's like an inch off of the wall, and it is the LG G4, not sponsored. We paid a lot of money for that TV, but we do not have a movie room inside of this house. This is the main place that we will hang out. We've got the kitchen behind us. We have the living room in here. This is where we're gonna watch TV together. This is where I'm gonna watch sports. I wanted something that is very, very nice, high quality. And you know that in my videos, I have tried so many different things and I always stick with LG. This is not sponsored by LG. It's just, you can't beat the OLED. It's so good. There's a good deal on frame TVs right now by Samsung, but the quality on the frame just doesn't stack up next to the OLED. So we paid a little bit of extra money. I'm starting here. Leslie didn't know I was starting there, but I love my TV. From a design standpoint, Leslie, what did you do inside of this room to make it feel special? Some things that people might not notice.
So the core elements of our furniture remain the same from our previous home. So really it was an opportunity to pull in accessories that are really cute and special. We got this cute crystal frame. That's us from like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I love this one, and it's hardy and it's so good. And just little tiny things like this little bubble dish, and the price point is really, really affordable. And if I got this as a gift, it could be a candle holder, or you can put like earrings or something in it. I just love all these little tiny things actually really truly make me happy. Like we shared, we tried to keep elements of our previous home that we loved, and one of it was shelving on both sides of the TV, and then the opportunity to incorporate our backwards books.
Backwards books.
Yes.
These were super controversial. Everybody's like, why would you have your books backwards? And for me, I'm like, we're called What's Inside, and it's what's inside that counts. Don't judge a book by the cover. But in reality, we just went to like the Goodwill Deseret Industry store. And we just got a bunch of books and that we haven't read, and we just thought they looked really cool. For example, this one right here. It's called Motherless Daughters.
I don't know what that book is.
The Miracle of Forgiveness.
Oh, that's nice.
This is by Spencer W. Kimball. Fun fact, my middle name is Spencer, and it's off of this guy right here that wrote this book. This was a $2 book. So yes, we have backwards books, and that is the reason why, man, we've had this question so many times on social media, and we thought this would be a good time to show it, but let's talk about some of the other things that we have on here that we're displaying.
First, the books actually are a really good design trick though, because you don't have to spend as much money on tons of accessories, and it fills the space, and then you can save some money because you're only paying $2 each. This little piece we just got, it's a beautiful beach scene. It makes me almost want to go to the beach, and I normally don't like the beach. I'm a very strange person that way, but I don't like it, but I do want to when I see this. And then we put it on this lucite gallery stand.
Okay, then what are these wings right here?
These are angel wings. You bought this for me for my 40th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
You actually, he doesn't even know this. I'll tell you guys. For my 40th birthday, he bought me my first 3 pieces that I really loved from Alice Lane.
And I'll give you a tour of this side of the bookshelf. We have more books. We have dog toys in a basket. We have this piece of metal that I don't know where it comes from, this pot up here. And then my favorite, this, oh, I can't even pick it up. It's so heavy. Kind of cool. I would never think to put that stuff on there and make it all come together with a bubble lamp and a bubble candle holder. Lots of bubbles. We just got things going on. I like this little area. This definitely was a design choice. Our dog's favorite place. We did this in the last house. Look at that. We got a little tiny soft bed, and then she just hangs out inside of here. It's okay, don't be camera shy. You're all right. You're a good girl. Okay, have a good nap. Bye. Look at that. That's where the dog sleeps during the day. In the morning when we're all in here eating breakfast, she'll come over and scratch at it because she wants to go in there. So that's her little home. These are the same couches that we bought 5 years ago in our last house. But over the last 5 years, from living in that house and then living in our rental home, they did get quite dirty because they are white. What we ended up doing is we got rid of these cushions right here and right here. These are new. And then we took the actual couch and we had some carpet cleaners come and they steam cleaned the couch on the body, and now it feels like a brand new couch. That was a nice hack because when we built our house in 2019, 2020, things were a little bit less expensive. Couches have gone up in price since then, so it was really nice that we have a beautiful couch that actually matches and works inside of here. We got this one here, and we've got the same one over this side.
I think it's funny that Dan notices the big things like the couches, the TVs. I notice all the tiny little details that make the home feel extra special. Like, you wouldn't even notice this, but it's a little clawfoot tray that you can put a candle in or you can put jewelry on. And that little detail makes me happy. I know it's different, and I know that some people will be like, that seems like a lion, but I love it. And then Lincoln last Christmas actually surprised me. It was a very last minute thing, and he's like, gotta get a present that I know my mom will like, and he bought me this crystal dish, which is so pretty.
This table and this lamp we did have in our last home, and it's just this metal that's sitting on top of this glass. It looks really, really pretty, but in full transparency, when we were moving into our last house, right before the parade of homes, Jonathan, our builder, he knocked this over and it fell on the ground and completely shattered everywhere. And he was in big trouble. But we were able to get a new piece of glass and get it in here. And it's a very cool piece, and we haven't broken it in 6 years. I heard a little noise over here. Is that you? Are you trying to get out? Why didn't you just push your way out? What's going on? You good? Oh, sorry, that was really hard. Okay. See you later. Where are you going? Oh, shaking it off. Since she's walking, oh, let's not look at that.
Hi, puppy.
What? What is it? You want me to talk about that? You're right. We haven't talked about this. This is a side table right here with a bunch of books, just little things. Again, the little accessories that I wouldn't even think about. A silver platter. We just have a lot of different accessories that are on here, including this plant that is not actually full of water. Look at that. Looks like water, but it's not. And then, oh, Leslie already talked about that gift from Lincoln. What's the story behind this metal plate? I forget. It's silver. It's real silver. Tell me the story. I remember.
So my friends in France, when you get married, they gift silver. And so when I went over there and we were engaged, and my friend Paola said, I'm gonna pop into this store, and then she came out and gave me this. So it's a little like Art Deco kind of piece. So I like the green on it. Every home that we've lived in, and we've lived in, I think, 11 homes at this point. Some have been really small and very humble, and some have been really grand, but every home is filled with so many special memories and little objects that have meaning to us.
Obviously, the memories are the most important thing inside of a home, and I love that we have some small keepsakes, some pictures of the family, and things that are meaningful to us that we have inside of the home.
Because we were in that rental for like a year and a half, we had to put a bunch of stuff in storage, and as we moved in here, every little piece, I'm like, oh, I missed it, you know?
But of course, a lot of you guys ask, what are you doing with your home? What are the different design decisions? So I hope that this gave you an insight into the world of interior design. And I want to thank Alice Lane Home for partnering with us on this video. Right now, they have a sale that is up to 30% off. Whether you want to go to their store in person in Utah, or we put a link down below and we tried to list every single thing that's inside of our home that we've purchased over the years that's currently for sale at Alice Lane. Get ready for the next couple of videos because we've got some really cool things to unveil both outside of our home and inside of our home that we haven't shown you yet. It is all coming together and it's looking much better. I'm gonna be honest, I had my doubts during this process about this house a little bit because our last home that we built was so much bigger and grander. But now that we're here, I am loving it. And there are things about this home that I love so much more about the last house. We'll share that in another video, but thank you for watching and we'll see you pretty soon. Look at this ball. What is this one? Do you sit on this? Oh yeah, I'm sitting on it. I think it's meant to be sat on, I think. Can I lay on that bed?
If you do it really fast.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
You're supposed to say no. You're doing great, you look beautiful.
Oh. Come on.
Maybe don't put it right there. Somebody might kick it over.
Okay.
That's a good
It's solid.
spot.
It's solid.
It's a good place for Snoopy.
Is that Snoopy?